MPCC spokesperson Bupendra asserts BJP-led government's failure to conduct MPSC examinations in the past 5 years, biggest error. Assures to conduct civil services examinations regularly if Congress comes to power. Nationalist Congress Party NCP releases its party manifesto, second list of candidates for state polls. And JCILPS convener VK Morangcha passes away. Many condole on timely demise of JCILPS leader. Hello and good evening. Welcome to Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm KABITA TONGBRAM. The spokespersons of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC Bupendra has asserted that it was the biggest mistake, an error of the BJP-led government, that no examination of Manipur Public Services Commission was conducted during its 5 years rule in the state. Expressing confidence that Congress will come to power in the ensuing 12 state assembly elections, he stated that the civil services examinations will be conducted every year and also promised to give employment opportunities to educated youths by conducting recruitments of Group C and Group D posts regularly. Bupendra was addressing media persons at the press meet held at Congress Bhavan today. He further said no MCS officer, MPS officer and other officer have been produced during the past 5 years because of the failure to conduct civil services examinations, stating that officers play an important role in carrying out various administrative works of the government. Bupendra maintained that the sidelining of this important examination is not a sign of good governance. Citing the state cabinet decisions to recruit Group A, B, C and D posts on contract basis, he termed the step of the government as anti-youth, which hinders good governance. Bupendra further assured that the Congress party will recruit employees for these groups on regular basis and give befitting salary when it comes to power. He stated that the government will first focus on constituting staff selection commission to recruit employees for Group C and Group D posts regularly. Ningomba Bupendra also assured that the Congress government will appoint MCS and MPS officers as DCs and SPs respectively.
Honorable Chief Minister of BJP in 2017 October promised to provide 1.5 lakhs of employment every year through different government departments, thereby creating 7.5 lakhs. 1.5 lakhs in a year means in 5 years it becomes 7.5 lakhs. 7.5 lakhs of employment in 5 years from 2017 to 2022. So we are asking the BJP government, where are these 7.5 lakhs of employment that you have discussed? The Chief Minister has said this in the year 2017 October. Now, what is the reality? This is a version of BJP Chief Minister. Now, what have the people of Manipur got? The reality is that there has been no official notification of recruitment of 7.5 vacant posts in the entire government departments of the state in the last 5 years.
The Nationalist Congress Party NCP today released its party manifesto as well as the second list of candidates for election to the 12th State Legislative Assembly 2022 today. The National Secretary spokesperson and in charge of National Congress Party Manipur Narendra Verma released 15 points party manifesto at the party office at Wangkhainingthem Pukrimapal. The manifesto gave emphasis on state security, insurgency, women empowerment, governance and administration among others. As part of the program, the party also released the second list of candidates for the upcoming general elections. The two candidates whose names were announced today are Y. Nilachandra in Kaksin constituency and Popilal in Sekmai Assembly constituency. The candidates of the party and State Secretary of NCP Soram Iboyama was among those who attended the program. The convener of JCILPS and president of MSCO, BK Morangcha, passes away early this morning at Jennings Hospital, Imphal, due to COVID-19. People from different sections of the state expressed condolence on his death. Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization MMWO, All Manipur United Clubs Organization AMUCO, and other CSOs expressed grief. He took active participation in monitoring infiltration of outsiders and implementation of inner line permit in the state. He formed COVID task force to fight the pandemic and work for the welfare of the people, irrespective of caste and religion. The mortal remains of B.K. Murangcha were brought at the office of MSCO at Kishampat, where women folk and leaders of students' organization paid their respect. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren extended his heartfelt condolences on the demise of legendary singer Bharatratna Lata Mangeshkar, expressing that her demise marked a sad day in the history of Indian classical music as she left a void in every people's heart. Meanwhile, spokesperson of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC Bhupendra Maitai also extended his condolences on the demise of legendary singer Lata Mangeshkar on behalf of MPCC. On the other hand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached Mumbai to pay his last respects to legendary singer Lata Mangeshkar, who passed away today morning after an extended battle with illness. Known as the Nightingale of India, Lata Mangeshkar passed away at Candy Bridge Hospital in Mumbai at the age of 92. Lata Mangeshkar's mortal remains have shifted from her residence on Pedder Road to Shivaji Park in Mumbai around 4:30 p.m. for public darshan, followed by cremation. As a mark of respect to Lata Mangeshkar, the nation will observe 2 days of mourning. The national flag will fly at half-mast for 2 days and there will be no official entertainment. Further, as the news of the demise of legendary singer Lata Mangeshkar spread, condolences poured in from all quarters. From neighboring Pakistan to the US and Israel, several countries paid homage to the Nightingale of India. The Pakistan's Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry paid tribute to Lata Mangeshkar, saying the magic of her voice will live forever. Janata Dal Unite JDU candidate of Thom Assembly constituency in the upcoming 12th Manipur State Assembly elections, Sanglakpam Preshujit, has termed it unfortunate that some workers of Congress candidate in the constituency restricted him from entering Singzamai Khetri Lekai polling station number 5/24 and 5/20 during his house campaign. Speaking to media persons in this regard, Preshujit said he, along with his supporters, was campaigning house to house at Singzamai Khetri Lekai around 10:30 this morning when workers of the Congress candidate stopped them from entering polling number 5/24 and 5/25, saying people of JDU are not allowed in the area. He further informed that women in the area raised their voice against the Congress workers and maintained that anyone can go anywhere they want in democracy and no candidate can be restricted from campaigning. Preshujit questioned if any announcement was made that JDU candidate will not be allowed entry in Khetri Lekai area and demanded a Congress candidate to clarify at the earliest.
Congress ki mirep oriba Shiram Niken gi instruction makadane haidana akhoigi JDU gi door to door house campaign chacha matamda ai isamak Preshujit Sanglakpam isamak su yaujaraga akhoina Singzamai Khetri Lekai 5/24 amadi 5/25 haiba polling station ani sida akhoigi door to door campaign chacha matam sida Congress ki ne haiba miyoi khara tholaga Singzamai Khetri Lekai sidi moi Congress ki jaga ni aduna akhoi Congress sida JDU gi changpa yaroi haibagi akhoida yam akan momongda moi gari ga thachendana akhoida atam thiba wahi wata sizinadana akoida akanba wahi sinadana campaign sakpa yaro haidana moi gunda to kamu kar throktana to biraki Shiram Niken gi Congress ki candidate gi athingba leibra haibase akoi amta sengdokpiro haidana ai mayam da masigi posi akoi Congress ki candidate amadi Congress office ki leader singda masi wafam si ai thamjari.
Representatives of 70 private rehabilitation centers of the state under the banner of Committee on Suitable Guideline for Non-Funded Private Rehabilitation Center met Chief Minister N. Biren and expressed gratitude for his contribution in war on drug in the state and extended their full support to the cause. During the meeting, they deliberated on the grievances faced by the service provider in drug treatment. Convener of the committee, as Herojit, lauded the Manipur State policy on Psychoactive Substances Act 2019 and expressed hope that it will be implemented soon. Speaking on the occasion, Biren lauded former drug addicts for taking part in war against drug. Despite the setback to implement the act due to COVID-19 pandemic, the state government is working in full force against drugs. The drug users must not be accused for their fate as they did not bring this on themselves, Biren said. One of the representatives of the center, Tinguzam Pradeep, presented gifts to the Chief Minister. A team of Bishnupur Commando apprehended one person along with 3.493 kg of opium yesterday along with Samulamlan Road. According to police sources, the arrested person has been identified as Muhammad Islamuddin, 56, son of late Muhammad Abadur Haman of Borayangbi Mayalekai, Ward number 2 in Bishnupur district. The team recovered one Renault Kwid bearing registration number MN01AS1202. While checking the car, they recovered 4 packets of opium weighing 3.493 kg. The arrested person and the seized items have been handed over to Kumbi police station for further legal action. The sub-agent of public distribution system of Oksungbung Kuno, Hemam Chowbi, drew the attention of the department concerned to look into the failure to provide PDS items for people of Moirang, Oksungbung Kuno. The speaking to media persons at the press meet held at the residence of the sub-agent at Oksungbung Kuno, Gilmore today, Hemam Chowbi stated that there are over 100 beneficiaries including non-card holders at Oksungbung Kuno, Gilmore polling station number 27/33 under Moirang Municipal Council, Ward number 11. She informed that she used to be a member of Congress party but joined the BJP and became the BDS agent 2 years ago, keeping faith in the works taken up by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister N. Biren. The distribution of PDS items for Ward number 11 began on January 29, but the PDS item was not provided for Oksungbung Kuno Chowbi. Further related that when she approached a close associate of the local MLA, she was told that they will bring the PDS items along with the flag of the Congress party. In response, she asked them to provide the PDS items and not the flag. Ever since they have stopped providing the PDS items, Chowbi said.
Hoddarisingna siang piro haile engonda ijiloba engonda di siang thingalakta mina siangje yendare aduna mayamna engonda kano tawre complain lae aduna mari ma authority singna miyang chambiyo.
It's time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Notice ahanba oina RBI na regulate toba amasung Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services, Government of India na Surface Act 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakhangkraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pibada mangjil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahundoi hangdokchare chahi 13 ki khongchata lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited tagi miyamna financial facilities sing lowiranaba ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters companies Uripok Taurambam Laikai.
Voter Helpline 1950 the call tawbirakpagi thagajari kari khangbining balebibage.
Hello, Premi. No horen aigi sweet 18 birthday lakpada nana upi poropa kauni ko.
Oh, happy birthday. Ado dong gise wrong number oi biba male. Somna tawbirai sidi Voter Helpline 1950 ni.
Oh, sorry cheche. Ado wish tawbirakpagi thank you cheche.
You are welcome. Ado som se hojik chahi 18 oirabanina voter list edi ming chalabo.
Chan cheche. Chan bayar kadro.
Yare. Isagi chahi taranipal suraba natraga 1st January 2022 da taranipal sugadaba singna register tawbatum yarani.
Yam phaye dudi. Ado registration to udi kamai tawduni cheche.
Yani ai harake.
Voter list ming anoba chanba ming thiba asoiba semdokpa laifam hongba amadi atopa voter service amasung election ga mari leinaba akupa marol gi damak voter helpline number 1950 da ngasimak phone tobirau
Mateng pangbirakpagi thank you cheche. Ado cheche na mateng pangbirakpagi kenomta hajage.
Yani habiro.
Horen ai birthday gi cake chasilao.
Chandigarh in a car driven by former State Unit Chief Sunil Jakhar. At the back were Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi and Jakhar's successor Navjot Sidhu, the two leaders battling over the top post. It is still not known if Jakhar is in the running as well. His comments about being left out as he was not a Sikh had set off a controversy earlier this week, and the matter was brought into spotlight by jeers from Arvind Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party, which is going all out to win Punjab. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. MPCC spokesperson Bhupendra Maitai asserts BJP-led government's failure to conduct MPSC examinations in the past 5 years, biggest error, assures to conduct civil services examinations regularly if Congress comes to power. Nationalist Congress Party NCP releases its party manifesto, a second list of candidates for state polls. And JCILPS convener BK Moirangcha passes away. Many condole untimely demise of JCILPS leader. And that brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Keep watching Mami TV for latest news updates. Thanks for watching.